lawmakers who could be the biggest obstacle to passing the legislation. Congressman, you've called for using the budget reconciliation plan to pass a clean repeal of Obamacare. The problem is then you're going to need 60 votes to do a lot of the things that the Obamacare repeal and replace plan does to maintain health care coverage for some of the millions of people in danger of losing it. Wouldn't you create chaos for a lot of those people?
No, the effective date for that is 2 years out. It's the same thing we put on then President Obama's desk, Chris. Why not put that on President Trump's desk? We think it'll get a different outcome. We believe President Trump will sign it. Understand the Speaker's plan doesn't repeal Obamacare. Even Charles Krauthammer said that, called it Obamacare light, as you said earlier. It doesn't bring down premiums, and it doesn't unite Republicans. So why not do what we all voted for just 15 months ago, clean repeal, and then get focused and build some momentum to actually replace Obamacare with something that's going to bring down costs.
But I don't have to tell you, the problem is that you can repeal Obamacare under this plan with 51 votes because it's part of budget reconciliation. Now, if you're going to replace it, you're going to be doing that needing 60 votes, 8 Democrats, and you're not going to get them.
Yeah, and well, the Speaker's plan is the same thing. It talks about things we have to do in phase 3 that you're going to need more votes for. And if we want to put more in this first reconciliation bill, actually get after the insurance regulations that we think are driving up the cost for working class families and middle class families, then let's do that, and we can challenge the Senate and take that to the Senate and maybe have a ruling with the parliamentarian there. But we can do it that way as well. The key is let's do what we told the voters we were going to do. Let's repeal Obamacare, not create some different form of Obamacare.
Yeah, but so I was going to ask you, one of the other things you're talking about doing, basically blowing up the Senate rules. To do what?
To actually repeal Obamacare. And right now, everyone knows the insurance regulations, all the mandated coverage that are in there that drive up the cost for everyone. Those have to be dealt with if we're ultimately going to bring down the cost for working class families, middle class families. And if we can put that in this bill and get over there, you may have a parliamentary ruling on it, but I think we could win that as well and use that strategy to actually repeal and replace it with something that's going to be helpful.
But Congressman, here's the problem. If you blow up the Senate rules and you basically say you can pass almost anything under reconciliation with 51 votes, then you're ending the filibuster. You're saying a majority can do anything they want. Back in 2009, there was a simple majority, but not a filibuster-proof majority of Democrats who wanted universal health care, and they couldn't do it because they couldn't get the 60 votes to do that. So that's one problem with it. I mean, if you blow up the rules, yes, it'll work for you now, but when the Democrats come back in, and they will eventually, then they can do anything they want by 51
Chris,
votes. And the other thing, and I don't mean to be harsh about this, is I've talked to some senators who say they don't want a congressman telling them how to run their chamber.
That's fine. Valid point, Chris. What I do know is what we told the American people. And we told them we were going to repeal Obamacare and replace it with something that's going to bring down the cost of insurance. That's what we told them. This legislation that the Speaker's brought forward doesn't do that. We didn't tell the American people we were going to repeal Obamacare, but keep some of the taxes in there. We didn't tell the American people we were going to repeal Obamacare and take the Medicaid expansion and extend it. We didn't tell them we were going to repeal Obamacare and get rid of the mandate, but yet bring back this 30% penalty that's in the bill. We didn't tell them we were going to have this insurance subsidy in the bill either. So let's do what we said. Right now, the thing that should unite us is what we all voted on before. I mean, every Republican 15 months ago voted for the clean repeal. Why is it okay to say at campaign time, we're going to do this, and then once you get in office, oh, wait a minute, we got to change what we told the voters we're going to do? I don't think that's why they sent us here. So let's pass that, and then let's move on to do the other things we have to do to fix this.
Look, this is